Today we're going to compare three ultra-compact strollers that we feel are good purchases at the moment: the Babyzen Yoyo2, the Leclerc Influencer, and the Uppababy Minu. All of these models are quite strong in our opinion, both in terms of performance as well as durability, and yet they've been chosen here today not just for these characteristics, but because of their variants, where each model best matches somewhat different needs with regards to use and lifestyle. So let's get started then, looking at each in turn and going over their differences in terms of child comfort, ease of use, longevity, and driving characteristics, and exploring which conditions will make each a better purchase in relation to the others. And starting off with the Yoyo, the model clocks in at 6.2 kilos and folds down to 52 by 44 by 18 centimeters, making it both the lightest and most compact of these three models, and the only one that fits within the IATA's cabin luggage guidelines without removing wheels or other elements. As far as child comfort is concerned, the Yoyo has a decently sized seat and a sufficiently deep recline, but is somewhat streamlined in comparison with many newer strollers of this size, lacking such extra frills as a bumper bar, canopy extension, or an adjustable leg rest, at least as it comes stock with purchase. Despite this though, the Yoyo remains the quintessential ultra-compact in my opinion, providing the best balance between folded size and performance of these three, and also offering the highest handle positioning and being the most comfortable to carry via its inbuilt shoulder strap. When it comes to longevity, the Yoyo is built with both simple mechanisms and sturdy materials, and has been proven to last in my experience, where, despite having undoubtedly sold an immense number of units through all its iterations, the only problem I see on a regular basis is the need to swap out worn ball bearings. Driving-wise, as an ultra-compact, the Yoyo won't tolerate true off-road conditions, of course, but its decent wheel size and suspension still put it on the stronger side for models of this type. And while generally you should stick to smooth terrain, it will tolerate limited use over stuff like gravel, lawns, and broken sidewalks. And in my opinion then, the Yoyo will be the best choice of these three if one of your primary needs will be the ability to easily fold and carry it as you move through the world, to make your stroller disappear, so to speak, which is a particularly awesome characteristic for situations like travel or negotiating crowded spaces in public transport. Next up is the Influencer, which weighs 6.6 kilos and folds down to 56 by 24 by 47 centimeters, also fitting within the IATA's guidelines as long as you remove the bumper bar and rear wheels. The Influencer has the largest seat dimensions of these three, by all measurements other than the distance between the seat and footrest at least, and also the deepest recline, as well as being the only model here with an adjustable leg rest. When it comes to ease of use, the Influencer has the lowest handle, making it somewhat unsuitable for really tall parents, and also the smallest shopping basket, but it also offers the easiest fold, consisting not only of a single one-handed step, but also being quote-unquote self-folding. When folded, the model is a little bulkier than the Yoyo, though not too bad, and although it lacks a shoulder strap, its bumper bar can be used as a handle. As far as longevity is concerned, despite being a lot sturdier than most other one-hand folding models on the wider market, the Influencer is arguably the weakest of these three due to having more complicated mechanisms, somewhat loose back wheels, and also in my opinion should be considered a little more warily simply because it is so new, while the other models here have already proven themselves. Driving-wise, the Influencer has slightly smaller front wheels than the Yoyo, but good suspension for an ultra-compact, and with its overall sturdy build, is capable of going anywhere that the Yoyo can, though again, my general recommendation is to stick to smoother terrain as much as possible. As far as why the Influencer might make the best purchase of these three is concerned, I would say that the model's better seat characteristics are the primary factor, where the Influencer excels over the others for use both if your child tends to nap in their stroller due to the model's fuller recline and excellent leg rest, and also for children on the upper end percentile-wise of the growth chart. And last up today then is the Minu, which clocks in at 6.7 kilos and folds down to 29 by 52 by 58 centimeters, making it the largest and heaviest of the three, though not by a significant margin, and placing it unfortunately outside the IATA's guidelines, though it still may be acceptable to some airlines. The Minu seat is a tad smaller than the Influencers, but larger than the Yoyos, and like the Yoyos, is quite bare bones, with the shallowest recline of the three, though still sufficient for older toddlers, and no adjustable leg rest. Its handle height sits between the other two models, but it has the largest and most accessible shopping basket in my opinion, and also sports an easy one-step, one-hand fold. When folded, the Minu has a shoulder strap like the Yoyo, though it's not quite as comfortable to carry for longer distances due to the folded package being both heavier and bulkier. And where the Minu really shines then in comparison to these other two is when it comes to durability, where it's definitely the sturdiest of the three and more comparable in terms of structural strength to smaller full-sized models, due to the predominance of metal with which it's constructed, good rigid symmetry in its design, and the strong internal components used in its fold. The model's back wheels are also a bit bigger than with the other two, and its suspension is more substantial, meaning that while use should still be limited to the same terrain as the Yoyo and Influencer, it can tolerate lighter rough ground as a regular, everyday thing without sustaining significant wear damage. And, as a result of this better durability, it's the best choice then if you need an ultra compact as your main model for all-day, everyday use while still wanting something small enough to keep in the trunk or take on holiday, provided that you won't need to carry it around all that often. In any case, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, we ask you subscribe, as it helps us continue making videos in the future. If you'd like to know more about any of these models, we have standalone reviews for each of them, and links have been added in the description. In addition, if you are currently shopping for a stroller, we have a buyer's guide on our Patreon page which lists a wide range of models that we recommend, with a lot of technical and lifestyle related information. You can find that by following the link in the description as well. Thank you.